What's up, folks? Welcome to BrickBucks, and if you're new here, welcome. This is where we talk about Lego investing. That is buying Lego sets and holding them while the value increases after the sets are no longer manufactured. And today I'm really excited because I'm actually going to talk about some of my recent sales. This is not something I do a lot here on the YouTube channel, and today I want to share some recent sales with you. I'm going to walk through 3 of my sales that I made in the last couple of months. If you are involved in the Lego selling world or you're a Lego investor, then you know that Q4, the holiday period, is a busy time for anybody involved in e-commerce and selling Lego, of course. So it's been a busy few months of selling, and now it's time to look back at the last couple of months and figure out what was successful, what can I learn about the last couple of months that I can implement in my next holiday period when it comes to selling my next batch of Lego sets. So today I'm going to be talking about 3 sales that I recently made, 3 different Lego sets that I recently sold on Amazon, and I'm going to walk through what I paid for the items, how long I held them for, and then what I eventually sold them for, what was my profit and what was my return on investment on that. So it will give you an idea of what you can achieve and what you can expect in the world of Lego investing. Now, if you want to see more videos about Lego investing strategy and how to start a Lego investing business, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Also, when you're there, if you don't mind hitting like on this video, that'd be much appreciated. And with that, let's jump in here and talk about some sets that I recently sold. And the first set that I'm going to talk about here is the Lego Creator Expert Volkswagen Beetle. This is set number 10252, released in August of 2016 and retired at the end of 2020 for a shelf life of around 4 years. This set had 1,167 pieces in it, 0 minifigs in this one. It is, of course, one of the Creator Expert vehicles, and these can do really well in retirement, as we saw with this. Despite a long shelf life on this, I had a feeling it would do quite well because, of course, the Beetle is an iconic car, and I think the design on this one just looks really fantastic and very true to life. I think that the Lego Creator Expert vehicles are testament to how far the Lego group has come when it comes to design, because the Volkswagen Beetle is not the only one that I'm a huge fan of. I really like this lineup in general, and I think a lot of these Creator Expert vehicles look true to life, are fantastic display pieces, and have a lot of collectability, because when you buy the Beetle, of course, you're probably going to want to get the T1 camper van, and if you get the T1 camper van, you're probably going to want the T2 camper van. So there's a lot of collectability with these Creator Expert vehicles, and I was a big fan of the Beetle, so of course I had to pick it up. Now, I bought this set just before its retirement at the end of 2020. I held it for 1 year, and I sold it at the end of 2021. So a 1-year hold time. Now, it has a retail price of around $100, but I was able to get it for $76.24, so that was my buy cost. And with that sell price of $209.98, when all fees are paid and including my buy cost of the set, I made around $91.06 in profit on this, which is a return on investment of 119%, which of course is more than doubling my money on this with a 1-year hold time. That was a pretty good Lego investment in general. Moving on now to the second set that I recently sold, and this is the Lego Hidden Side Graveyard Mystery, set number 70420. Released in August of 2019 and retired at the end of 2020, this set had 335 pieces and 4 minifigs, one of which was exclusive to this set. It had a retail price of $30, but I picked this up for around $18. And the other good thing was I actually bought this after the set already retired. It came back in stock in a couple of different retailers, in Amazon and Best Buy, a couple of times in early 2021 at a heavily discounted rate, and that's where I bought this set. I held it for around 9 months or so, and then I sold it during the holiday period in 2021. My selling price on this set was around $44.89, and my fees to sell this with Amazon using FBA, including shipping it to Amazon, was somewhere around $12.68. So with that selling price of $44.89 and that buy cost of $18, what I paid to buy this set, and including those selling fees, my profit when all was said and done on this was $14.22. And since it was a buy cost of $18, that will be a return on investment of 79%, which I don't think is bad for a 9-month hold time. It was a short hold time and almost 80% return on investment. Not bad for the Hidden Side Graveyard Mystery. And moving on now to the third of this list of sets that I recently sold. This is the Lego Harry Potter Quidditch match, a very famous and notorious set in the world of Lego investing, because of course this one has skyrocketed in the last year. This is set number 75956 with 500 pieces, 6 minifigures, 4 of which are exclusive to this set. And this one was released in August of 2018. It retired at the end of 2020, and since then we've seen it grow in value quite a lot. Now, I was a huge fan of this set when it was available in retail stores because it was exclusive. So here in the US, it was exclusive to Target. Now, you can always buy exclusive sets at the Lego store and at Lego Shop at Home, but outside of that, we couldn't buy this one at Amazon or Walmart or any of the other big retailers outside of Target. So I had a feeling that this one will be undersupplied after it retired because resellers and investors couldn't get enough stock when Target and Lego Directly was the only place that you could get this. And on top of that, I was monitoring this set for a long time and it never dropped in price until one point. So for a long time, this set was selling at retail price. It did not drop. It was $40 retail. And that is what I bought most of my copies of this for. So I invested heavily in this at $40, and then one time during, I think it was November, coming into Black Friday in 2020, this set suddenly dropped to around $24 from a $40 retail price. So a massive price reduction all of a sudden on this set. Now, unfortunately at that time I was buying a house and I didn't have the cash flow to invest a lot more into this set at that lower price of $24. So I do wish that I was able to do that a little bit more. I bought a handful of them, but I should have bought more. If any of you out there were able to buy a lot of the Quidditch match at $24 from Target last year, let us know in the comments down below. Good job, you've done really well with this one. So for my analysis here, I'm going to use my buy cost of $40. I did buy a few at $24, but I'm not even going to bring my average cost down for this calculation. I'm just going to use the $40 price because most of the ones that I bought were at full retail price on this set. So I paid $40 for this and I held it for around 1 year, since around the end of 2020 to the end of 2021, and then I sold it in around November, December 2021. And from that $40 buy cost, this set has risen, and I sold it for around $106.98. Now, when we subtract the fees and we subtract the cost of that item, the $40 buy cost, my profit when all was said and done on this one was around $44.26, which is a return on investment of around 111% after a 1 year hold time. So those are some examples of sets that I've sold recently. Of course, there's a lot of other sets that I have sold recently, and for each of these 3 examples I sold multiple quantities, so I didn't just sell one of each. Usually when I'm investing in Lego sets, I will buy more than one, and I like to try and buy in bulk as much as I can. So for each of these 3, there were multiple quantities that I sold at these prices. Now in this video, of course, I walked through 3 examples of recent sales. If you'd like to go a lot deeper than that and understand a lot more about my personal strategy for Lego investing, I will actually be shooting a video for my private membership group called BrickBucks Ignite, where I walk through 18 of my recent sales. So I'm going to go a lot deeper. So I do have a private Discord group where I show a lot more behind the scenes on my business. If that's something you're interested in, there is a link in the description below, so make sure to go check that out. If you are a Lego seller, what sets have you sold recently? I'd love to hear from you about what your experience has been in the last couple of months during the holiday period. What sets have you sold? What sets have you bought? Drop comments below and we can have a discussion about that. I'd love to hear from you. And if you enjoyed this video, please do remember to hit that like button. It really does help me out. I much appreciate you for that. And with that, I'm Shane from brickbucks.net. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.